It's called the 8C, and I think it's quite simply the best-looking car ever made. It's not dramatic. It's not groundbreaking. From some angles, it's not even desperately pretty.
Mind you, as Francis Bacon once said, there is no beauty that hath not some strangeness about its proportions. And he's right, whoever he is. I mean, look at Keira Knightley. She's just an ironing board with a face. And she works.
So does this. With its long nose and short tail, it's as classically correct as a Ferrari Daytona. Or a Georgian's house. You probably expect the noise it makes to be classical too, like a cello being played by an angel in a pillow of honey. No. Sadly, only 500 8Cs have been made, so it's very unlikely you'll ever see one. But if one passes within 20 miles, trust me, you'll hear it. Some cars have tuned exhausts, so the noise they make is as fake as a hooker's smile. But this sounds real, this sounds fantastic.
You listen to it on the overrun.
So, it looks gorgeous and it sounds amazing. And on top of that, it's an Alfa Romeo.
And if I can liken the whole global car industry to the human body, Toyota is the brain, Aston Martin is the face, Cadillac is the stomach.
An Alfa Romeo, as we discovered last week, that's the heart and soul. So what is it then, this £110,000 car? Well, at the front, there's a 450 horsepower, 4.7-litre version of Maserati's V8. The gearbox, in true Alfa tradition, is at the back. The Ferrari seats are carbon fibre. Most of the car, in fact, is carbon fibre, so it weighs less than a Mitsubishi Evo. You might imagine then that it's very fast. They say it'll get from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, and that its top speed is 182.
I think they could have made it faster than that. But then it would have been faster than a Ferrari, and in Italy that's a bit of a social no-no. That'd be like vomiting on the Pope. Sorry.
So, what about the handling? It should be good. The weight distribution is bang on, there's a low centre of gravity, it's even got a limited slip diff. Add all this together and the overall result is terrible.
Feels wooden, and the suspension feels like it's made from old tea bags. Here comes some sacrilege. It feels like a Mustang. And then there's the flappy paddle gearbox. I don't really like any of them, but this one really is a bit ESN. And you know the worst thing? You're driving along and then your foot gets jammed underneath the brake pedal. And you know what? I don't really care about any of these things because buying this car for its dynamic abilities is like buying a porn film for its plot.
I don't care either that it has a ridiculous boot, or that it has no back seat, or that the steering wheel's in the wrong place. I wouldn't care if the seats had spikes in them and the sat-nav had Tourette's.
I don't even care about the price. I mean, somebody recently paid £17.2 million for this fat woman on a sofa. And which would you rather? 153 of those or an enormous cleaning lady? A man from the Tate Gallery told me the other day that a car can never be art because for something to be art, it can have no purpose other than itself, no function.
Well, look at this. It doesn't drive very well. It's not been built with much care. And it is hopelessly impractical. What Alfa has built, then, is not a car. It's a centerfold. What Alfa has built is 14 feet of art.